Hello. If you are watching this video, in all likelihood, you are a class 10 student, finished your board exams, most of the results would have come by now, and you're a little bit in the crossroads as to what should you do next in life. Yeah? After class 10, should I pursue a science? Should I pursue commerce? Should I pursue arts and humanities? Which field should you go into? Now, this is a question I keep getting asked often when I meet students. And I'm happy to share with you, that's a wonderful answer, that doesn't matter which field you choose, you can be very successful in India right now. India is the place to be, and it doesn't depend on which field you're going to choose and go ahead. But very important, whichever field you choose, there are two important characteristics or requirements. Requirement number one, you have a passion for that field, you enjoy that field, you want to be in that field. That's requirement number one. And requirement number two, you should be willing to work hard to make yourself big in that field. If you have these two basic qualities, you'll be very successful whichever field you choose. Now, having said that, what are the three fields and what are the careers you can have in these three fields? So let's start off first. The most popular generally is the science field. So you take a 11th and 12th or a pre-university in science. So what are the careers available for you if you choose science? Number one, you can become an engineer. You write the different entrance examinations and you have engineers of all kinds, computer science, electronics, mechanical, chemical, civil, different engineers are possible. If you do science, you can become a scientist by pursuing pure science. So you can do a BSc, MSc in pure science, you can do a PhD in pure science and become a research fellow. So you have your scientists in the HALs, NALs, DRDO, GTRE, TIFR. Lots of institutions are there in the country which employ scientists. So by doing a science degree, 11th and 12th in science, you can go on to do a BSc, MSc and become a scientist. Or something very popular nowadays, a lot of students do an engineering degree and then do an MBA afterwards. A BTech MBA combination is a very powerful, interesting combination that you learn engineering disciplines, so you can go and work in companies, but then hey, you want to become the manager in the company, you want to manage people, manage resources. So then you do an MBA degree, MBA in finance or marketing or HR, and then you go to industry, but then you become a manager in the industry. So these are the three broad directions that you can go if you choose science. Of course, from science you can also pursue the medical field. I've totally missed that out. You can pursue the medical field, you can become a doctor. You can become a doctor, you can specialize in cancer, in heart, in brain, and in lungs. You have different specializations. You can then make a career becoming a doctor through a science direction. The second more popular field that people choose is the commerce stream. So in commerce, the courses you will learn typically would be economics, accounts, business studies would be critical, compulsory subjects. You would also have the option of doing business math, computer science, statistics as an ancillary. So once you do your basic 11th and 12th or pre-university education in commerce, you would then go do a BCom or a BBM or an MBA as your further degrees. And after doing that, your jobs that are available for you would be to become an accountant. So in any company that you have the engineers building the products, you have the salespeople selling the products, but you have the accountants running the whole finance of the company, making sure that what has been sold, the money has come, it's gone to pay salaries, it's gone for the expenditure, and the company has made a profit. That's what the job of the accountant is. And in accounts, you have the field called the chartered accountants. They are the senior most people in accounts field, respected, and they become the CFO, Chief Financial Officer, or they become the Vice President of Finance. They are the ones who control the purse strings of the company. By doing a commerce background, you can also become ICWA or a cost accountant. Cost accountants help design and plan out what should be the cost of a product, how should you price a product so as to make your money and the profits for the company. Or you can go into finance. You can do a BBM, MBA, finance degree, and you become the financial analyst for companies and corporations. From a commerce background, you can also write the CLAT exam and pursue law as well. You can decide to become a lawyer, and pursue in law. You have practicing lawyers and you have corporate lawyers. Corporate law with international law is definitely a very big growing field as well. And the last main option available for you all in your 11th and 12th is the arts and the humanities. So through arts and humanities, what can you do? So you have arts with literature combination. So then you can become a journalist, you can become a writer, you can be into creative blogs and writings. That's one direction you can go. You have one more part of arts and humanities, which is very creative oriented. So you can go into design of interior design, design of costumes and jewelry, marketing design. So you become into advertisement and marketing. So that is the second field that you can do. From arts and humanities, you can do psychology and sociology and become a counselor, go into NGOs and do social work, social service. Or lastly, from arts, you can go into economics and political science. Then you become an economist, you become a political analyst in the country, and you can build up a wonderful career in those fields as well. And running through all of these fields, whether science or commerce or arts, there is one career which is available for everyone, and that career is that of a teacher. You can be a teacher, independent, irrespective of whichever field that you go, gain knowledge, and you can share and transfer the knowledge to others. So which is the field that you should choose? Very simple. Sit back, think to yourself, what is it that I would enjoy doing? What is it I want to wake up every day in my life and sit and do it? If that something makes you up with a sprightly step, something that you would enjoy doing, then look back next and say, okay, now I figured out this is the direction I want to go. What is the job that will give me money and food on my plate? If there is a career which is also a direction that you can do, confidently go over there, put your heart and soul into it, work hard, success will definitely be yours. Have fun and all the best.